Hey, what's up guys? I'm Jason from Financial Snowball, and this is not the video I planned on making today. As you can see, I was prepping a video about credit scores. But something has happened that has fundamentally changed the lives of many Canadians and people around the world. It has changed the landscape of investing, perhaps forever. I'm talking about wallstreetbets, and I'm talking about the Gamestop stock. Wealth distribution on a scale that we have never seen has just occurred this week. People who have traditionally were small retail investors with a small amount of savings are now overnight millionaires, and billionaire hedge funds have lost billions of dollars simply by being beat at their own game by a subreddit called Wallstreetbets. If this is something that interests you, please subscribe today for more financial content. I'm Jason from Financial Snowball, and my goal is to bridge the financial literacy gap in Canada through automation and education. And without further ado, let's jump into it. I'd like to start this video with a disclaimer. I am in no way an investing expert. I'm just a guy on the internet who talks about finance, and you should not listen to me. This is not investing advice. So how in the world did some people, some of which I personally know, make tens, hundreds, and sometimes millions of dollars this week by taking money from rich hedge funds and putting it in their own pocket? Well, it's an interesting story, and I'll sum it up as simply and as quickly as I can for you. There's a stock called Gamestop. Gamestop is a traditional retailer that sold video games. Most video games have went to online distribution, and this company was looking like it was going to go the way of the blockbusters. Its stock tanked, and it was running around $3 a share US. A bunch of investors decided that it was nowhere to go but down. So they did what's called shorting a stock. That's when essentially they bet that the stock goes down, and if it does, they make tons of money. This is what hedge funds do. They make bets on the stock market and make rich billionaires richer. So Reddit caught on to this. When they saw that GameStop had more stocks shorted than they physically existed. That's right, 114% of GameStop stocks have shorted. And as part of this process, they have promised, they've guaranteed to buy back GameStop stock at the end of an investment contract. So what Wallstreetbets did is they bought all of the GameStop stocks possible through their options trading and their buying. And the average consumer bought into GameStop stock knowing about this. And these billion-dollar hedge funds have had no choice but to pay any price imaginable for these stocks. So just think about it. A stock that was $3 now is $300. 1,000% increases in this stock. And those who bought in at $3, if they put in just $3, now have $300. But if they put in $100, they are a lot better off now. And hedge fund billionaires have lost billions of dollars on this bet, and they have no choice but to rebuy to cover their losses. And here we are on the weekend. The market is closed. The stock has jumped from $3 to $300. And this coming Monday is going to be an incredible day. No one knows what's going to happen. Wallstreetbets is holding off that the stock is going to skyrocket to $1,000. And they're going to hold it with the promise that the hedge funds have to buy it back and sell it before it hits that 1,000, making millions of dollars and losing the hedge funds billions. Brokerages around the world have started limiting the amount of GameStop stock people can buy. And there are allegations of market manipulation. So in this landscape of billionaires losing money and the little guy becoming millionaires overnight, we're here sitting on the sidelines saying, what should we do as the average person? If you know somebody who has personally made tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars this week out of this bet, and you're feeling like, why didn't I do that? It's so clear. Look at this graph. It went from here to here, and it seems guaranteed. I want to stop you right there. Everybody who made money on this deal made an awful decision. And it's going to sound counterintuitive. They've made hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I'm claiming they made a bad call. What do I mean? I mean that this could have, and it might have, gone exactly the opposite way. And they could have lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in return. You simply do not know the future. And just because in hindsight this week there have been overnight millionaires does not mean that that was gonna happen all along. So those people who've made money overnight, please subscribe to this channel, watch my videos on what to do when you get a paycheck. This is a big paycheck for you, so follow all the money steps and make sure you set yourself up for success. Because sometimes making an extreme amount of money in a short period of time is the quickest way to bankruptcy. And we've seen that with people who won the lottery. So my advice to you, the average person sitting on the sidelines while GameStop is at $300 and there's promises of it skyrocketing to $1,000, is to do absolutely nothing. You heard me right. There's huge opportunity. Just as quick as it shot up to 300, can shoot back down to $3. It's not based on fundamentals. It's based on nothing we've seen before but pure hype from a community on the internet. So it could lose money just as quick as it gained. So while we're sitting here on the weekend and everybody's thinking, oof, I made this ton of money. Should I hold? Should I sell? Should I keep going? Some are going to hold and some are going to sell big and lock in those tens and hundreds of $1,000s that they lost. And that is going to drop the stock like a rocket. It's my prediction that come Monday, I don't know what's going to happen. I might as well go to the casino and throw it on black. Really. But what I think is going to happen is people are scared. People have never seen this kind of money in their account before. And there's going to be split of people who hold and a buy. And the stock is going to either stay the same, go up and then drop, or it's going to look like this for a while. And you don't want any part of that. You can watch, you can enjoy it, but please, please, please do not sink a significant amount of money that you are not willing to lose into this bet. Because Wallstreetbets, while it's a community that sometimes makes overnight millionaires, is a community that also bankrupts people's college funds on silly bets that they think will make them rich. Don't be one of those people. Right now, we've just seen success from this. We are going to see people who have millions of dollars turn into bankrupt people. And I do not recommend anybody jump into that. So how has the invested landscape changed forever? Well, now we've seen brokerages limit the amount of free market trades people can meet. We've seen hedge funds lose big, and you can bet that they're not going to do this again. And we've also seen small communities on the internet price manipulate a stock. There's going to be regulations. There's going to be talk of allegations, and there's going to be lawsuits. This is going to be an insane time in the market. And if you think you're just going to wait for this to happen again, I hate to remind you that these kind of things do not happen twice. And if someone promises that the next GameStop is coming along next week or next month, and you should get into it because it's going to skyrocket, stay out. The best way to invest is to do it passively in a broad index and multiply your money slowly. And do not risk money that you're not willing to lose on these things, because it will hurt you if you put a large sum of money that you can't afford into a bet like this. Because you're simply turning the investment market into a casino when you're doing this. With that being said, you guys, this is simply my opinion as a guy on the internet. I've been Jason Greaves from Financial Snowball, and I hope you've enjoyed this video on the craziest week in our financial history. If you have, please subscribe to this video and give it a like. As a small creator who is making videos about credit scores, boosting my subscriber count would mean the world to me. And I will reply to every comment in the comments. So I'm looking forward to meeting all of you, and stay tuned for Monday's video.